Hello, this is my Just Java project, Java as in coffee. Here in this project, I am making an app to order coffee. Right now, you're in the main activity Java file. The first thing I'm going to show is we have the setting global quantity. That's the note I put, but int quantity equals 0. So that's going to have it so the quantity of coffees ordered is defaulted to 0. And then that's where it originates at. And then so down here we have this method has the quantity increase. And then so the public void increment quantity it adds every time the button is pressed. This uh, method is called in the activity main XML, there's a number added. And so it displays that. And then down here we also have the decrement. And so this method allows for the quantity to be decreased, but limits it to be having greater or equal to 0 as its lowest quantity. So as you can see, if quantity is greater than 0, so it only subtracts from the number if the quantity is greater than 0. So if I'm at 0, the quantity will not subtract, so it cannot go into the negatives. We also have submit order, which will show that each coffee, so the quantity is right here, and then it will be times 5 because the price is $5 a cup of coffee. So it'll show how many quantity times 5, which say I ordered 5. I clicked the button that had an increment 5 times, got to 5, and then I clicked order, times 5 would be $25 it would show. And then we have some other methods down here. It displays the given quantity value on the screen, and it displays the given price on the screen, so those will display. That's our methods in our main activity Java file. Here I'll go to the XML. Let's enlarge the right. So this is where we code the text, and we can code the buttons that and the methods are show what the buttons do, allow the buttons to do what they do. So as in text view, the first one we have is quantity. We have the quantity up there in the top. We have it bold, 24SP, and text all caps, true. I'm going to make it big bold out there. And we have a margin at the bottom of 16 dp to give it some space. And so the next button is going to be the adding button, is going to, when clicked, going to make that 0 text increase by 1. And so that's the increment, and that's what calls the method of increment in the main activity Java. Then we have the text view of, it shows 0 right now, but when these buttons are pressed, the increment button's pressed, it'll increase to 1. If the decrement button's pressed when it's at 1, it'll increase to 0. If you press the button that decrements when it's at 0 originally, it won't change, because if the quantity is not greater than 0, it can't subtract, is what the method has it at. We also have price, nice and big, like quantity, have some caps, it has some padding at the top, and we have the text view of $0. So when order is pressed, it will times the quantity times 5, as in the method I showed you, and times 5 coffees times 5 would be 25. So if that quantity was 5, and the price would be 25 once I pressed order. And then the order button, of course, I click that, and it will change the price text, or the price text. And so there is what all my XML codes does. And now here I'll load up my emulator right here. I have it right in the Android Studios. It'll load up right here. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the video while it loads. Okay, my emulator now loaded up, and as you can see, it's here. You can also have it be a separate window, but I have chosen it to be in this window for the time being. So see, the increment button is plus, boom, click it, adds 1 each, there's 10. Decrement will subtract it, and as you can see, it's 0, and since it's 0 is less than, since the I'm missing my wording there, but yeah, so if it's 0 or, That's the only number it could be. So if it's 0, it can't subtract 1. The number has to be greater than 0. So as you can see, it won't subtract. And like I keep on saying, if we buy 5 coffees, as my example, we press order. The price there changes from 0 to 25 because the price is $5. So 5 times 5 is 25, and that's how that works. So we increase to 10, it'll be $50. Increase to 15, it will be $75. So that is the app we have set for ordering coffees and showing you the price once you order them. So that is that. Now I'm gonna go to our Get Kraken. And Get Kraken is where we save our stuff to the computer. This is how we branch our stuff out and save it. So if I mess up, I can go back to a later commit. And so the initial commit, I don't know if there's anything really in that. Yeah, just Java. It would be just an initial commit. Here, I'll go to the Android Studios. That should have something there. Okay, that's a lot. I'm gonna go to the update linear layout. That's what I'm gonna go to. So yeah, so here in the linear layout, we updated it, and so that the layout was linear, and what was it? It was linear instead of the constraint. I think is what it was called right here. Yeah, so we updated that so we could fit those criteria. Here, added 2 text views and 1 button. So here is, now I'll go to this one. So activity main XML. Here is text view quantity. Here is text view for the 0, and here's the order button. So 2 text views and a button. Those are what we had. I coded those in a while ago, and it shows here. So if I wanted to come back, I could just edit it right now. I could go back to this commit if everything got messed up and I wanted to go to that original code. So let's see, edited the main activity, we'll see that. So yeah, so I edited some of the names of stuff and added the submit order. No, I already had the order, but yeah, I edited the name of it, and I also moved the idea around to organize that text view up there. Part 8, that doesn't have a good description. It was in the class. I need to edit that description for it, but as you can see, so the added 2 text views here, added the money, and I added the price. So the money is a changeable text view, while the price is a set one. The money will be changed as the submit order, and the submit order in this will show times 5 what the quantity is, as I've said. So yeah, and then I have a bunch of other updates here actually. So these updates in the purple, so as you can see, it changes the purple lesson 1. So what happened here was I created my lesson 1 branch. So I didn't create that in the original beginning, so that's where the first couple are different. But then I created that, so then when I'm working through this, if I make an error, it doesn't mess up the development or the master. The master is after everything's all set and done and we're all good. So the Udacity lesson 1 is what I'm editing in, right? It's what I'm working in. Once that is all okay, everything's good, I merged it with the development to see if there's any errors. If there's any errors or conflicts, I work through that and go to fix it. And once those are fixed, I can then push to the master. That'll be my final thing, because I'm not going to go straight from the editing and push to the master, which would be the App Store, the new update for users. They don't want an errored app? No. So we had to push it to development, see if there's any conflicts, which I did have some conflicts when I pushed mine, but I fixed through it. I selected the code I wanted and went through that, and then I was able to push to the master without any conflicts, so everyone gets that, say, update with no errors and perfect quality. So here I'll go up to the added increment and decrement buttons. We'll go up a few because we've seen many. So here I add this is the main activity Java. So this is what added the we added this was the original, so end quantity equals 3. So when we press the button, it would show the text view as 3, or decrement, it would show it as -1. Yep, that's what it would be. So in the original beginning, we didn't have the actual increment and decrement buttons we have now, so we just worked with it just showed numbers. It didn't show actual, didn't do actual. Sorry, I lost my words there, but yes, so it didn't. Yeah, sorry. But here is in another one. I edited the text from 2 to 0 because now we want that to 0. Took out the. I also took out the text color black because somehow my background changed, and so I can't recall how that changed. But so I had to edit all the text back to white so we could actually see the text. And then so here. I had notes explaining the methods. Oh yeah, because I added the methods beforehand. So here were the methods I showed you earlier. The plus that every time the button's pressed, it'll add 1, and this it'll -1 if the quantity is greater than 0. So if it's 0, it will not subtract 1. Will not go into the negatives. So yeah, I didn't have a notes on that originally, but now I do. This method, so I read through that. The method has to quantity increase, and then setting global quantity because both these methods are using that int quantity equals 0 for the original. And then here's where I merge the lesson 1 branch into there, fix some conflicts, and then that's where we merge the development into the master to have the final say and get out to the potential customers using the app. That is to say that. So that is my GitKraken. Now I'm going to show you my GitHub. So see up here, before we go to GitHub, this is the push. This is going to be pushing to GitHub. GitHub is on the cloud. It's on the web. It's a website. So you push from your local. GitKraken is a not say app, but it's a resource on your computer, on your hard drive computer. You don't move the GitKraken. What you do is you push it to the GitHub to move your code so I can edit. So then once I'm on a different GitKraken on another computer, I can pull here. So if I had, so as you can see, all the local and then the master, which is the GitHub or origin, the local and the origin are all on the same line here. If I edit on another computer and the GitHub was updated, these would be separated, and the origin would be on top of the local. Or say I edited something in the Android Studios. On here, the local would be ahead of there, and I would need to push. So the pushing will push to the GitHub and update stuff when I'm doing on the computer. The pull is when I get onto another computer, or if I get on another computer and I need the this GitKraken code to update, so I'll pull from there. So here I'll show you the GitHub. Here's my GitHub for my just Java. This is where it's going. As you can see, here's my branches right here. I have master, development, and lesson 1. Master is the default because it's the main one. As you can see, we have all these would click. I'm sorry. Here, yeah. So here's the. Well, I'm sorry. I have not really looked through the GitHub into the specific files, so give me a sec to actually find a file that I can look through with you. Okay, so I had to go through a couple of files there. It actually didn't take too long, but with the just Java to the app to the src to the main to the Java to the com to example just Java to the main activity Java, which seems like a lot, but actually it only took me 15 seconds. So I just need to jog my memory on the file path. So yeah, so here is what I was showing earlier as in, here I'll pull up the Android Studios, as in the main activity Java. That's what this is right here. Right here, over here is what is on here. As you can see, the setting global quantity, the int quantity there, this global quantity is right there, the increment value or method, the increment method, and the decrement method. They are all here, submit order. They are all here on GitHub. So you see that is where the this is where it is pushed to the web, where you can now access your work from any computer that has Git. Sorry, I was cut out there. Here I'm back. Like I was saying, this is where you go to push, and then now you can access off any computer. You'll pull up this, or actually don't even have to. You'll just go to your GitKraken and pull, well, you'll be signed into your account, and you'll have to link your account to the new GitKraken to pull from this. You can also edit in here, as there's an edit right over here, and edit the code, but I don't suggest this because it doesn't show the errors or help you with that if you actually error it out, and it's just not as clean of edits and as well backed up by GitKraken. And then also I have the development branch. This branch is one commit. One commit is the yesterday is the updated increment and decrement methods right here. I'm trying to find yeah, but this is the increment and decrement was merged into here. And then also the master was merged with here we go. Yeah, merge branch development, merge here before branch was merged with the master yesterday. So here you can see merge, added all these new codes, took that out, added all of this into lines, took that out because the display 2 times 5 was just a beginning thing, didn't use the increment and decrement methods that we use now. Took out the colors black because that was in the main, the original spot from when I branched off. But yeah, so we added all this on to here, took off stuff that was out, and now it is a final good file that has no errors and no conflicts, no conflicts, and that is how the development was merged to the main. And so with that is my three different branches all merged, and that is my GitHub. And so yeah, that's my Just Java project. Thank you for watching, and make sure to check out the rest of my videos. Bye.